In this video, I want to talk about the 144,000 because I keep getting comments about this topic. So who are and what are the 144,000 that is referenced in the Bible, in the book of Revelation? So there's different prophecies about this. The Bible is just one of them. There's Indian tribe prophecies about this. There's prophecies about this from all kinds of different cultures and religions all around the world. But the 144,000 are also called star seeds, light workers, and indigo children. They're advanced souls. They are advanced souls that incarnated as slaves in the human avatar slave bodies on planet Earth with the mission of destroying the matrix from within. Now, the 144,000, I have a theory about this. I don't think when it talks about 144,000 in the Bible, I don't think it's referring to that there's going to be exactly 144,000 of these advanced souls that incarnate. I think what it is some kind of reference or some kind of metaphor that is describing a certain DNA frequency or a certain kind of soul frequency that when it incarnates into the human slave body, it operates at a more advanced level. Because these star seeds, these volunteers also, they're called volunteers. Dolores Cannon calls them volunteers. And Dolores Cannon has done decades of work and research into this subject. She's got a whole bunch of books out, but she just calls them volunteers that are raising the level of human consciousness. Because that's how we really destroy the matrix, is we wake everyone up and raise the awareness and raise the level of human consciousness. And then everyone sees through the facade and they just stop participating and they stop listening. And they stop conforming and stop obeying the mandates, and then they stop submitting or obeying blindly. And once that happens, then the matrix crumbles instantly. But these volunteers, they have special abilities that their parents don't have. They are aware of things that the parents are not aware of. They can see things that their parents and their teachers and most people around them cannot see. They have advanced intuitions. They have advanced healing abilities, some of them. Some of them have advanced psychic abilities. They are a more advanced type of human than their parents and most people. They often feel very isolated because they see through the matrix. They see through the facade. They become aware of the matrix at a very young age. And no one else around them often can see what they see. So they feel very isolated in a lot of cases. But they're these advanced souls that are incarnating here, some of them voluntarily, maybe even some of them they might be compensated in some way or have some kind of soul contract, potentially. Again, these are just some theories I have. But what I believe is that they're incarnating here, and their job and their mission is to destroy the matrix, and they're given advanced abilities to do so. I think it's also part of the reason why the government is trying so hard to mandate the jabs for children, and why they started pushing it on babies so much is because well, maybe not the government, but the 13 families that control the government, they're aware of all this stuff. The 13 families that control the world, the bloodline families of the Illuminati, the bloodline families that trace back to the original genetic manipulators from the book of Genesis, their bloodlines, they know all this stuff. They know all of it. They inherited all the knowledge of the universe. They inherited all the wealth. They inherited all the technology. They inherited all the power, and they use it against people. And that's why I think they're trying so hard to push these jabs on children, because they know that these souls are incarnating and they got to dumb them down. Autism wasn't even a thing in the United States until they started pushing the jabs on babies. Autism was not even an issue ever here until the big pharmaceutical companies started running all these propaganda campaigns about jabbing the kids. They're trying to dumb them down. They know the controllers of this planet know exactly what's happening. They're trying to exterminate them. The star seeds, the light workers, the 144,000. But that's what I believe they are, in my opinion. Dolores Cannon says that they've been over the past decades, they've been coming in different waves. So the different generations of children that are being born now, these are the star seeds, the light workers, 144,000. And they're coming in waves, more and more of them. That's why the matrix is crumbling right now. That's why there's so much upheaval and so much controversy. And it's why these world controllers are literally they don't even hide it anymore. They're just coming at us with everything they've got all at once. They're just, it's like they're Hail Mary. The lockdowns, the fake pandemics, the jabs, the divide and conquer, the rigged elections, everything. They're just throwing it all at us at once. It's like they know that their time is going to be up pretty soon at the way things are going, with how many people are awake and aware and spreading the awareness and spreading the truth about what really happened in the Genesis, about the original genetic manipulators and how they genetically engineered us. All this stuff is coming out, and it's because of these 144,000, these advanced beings that are incarnating here with the advanced awareness. A lot of them are having intuitions and data downloads when they're really, really young, when they're little kids. I had some even before I was even 10 years old, when my age was still in the single digits. I became aware that there was this weird thing that my parents always referenced called the government. Because I would ask my parents, why do we have to go to school? Why do you make us do this? Why are we going to this? And my parents, but the government, the government this, the government that. And they didn't even question it. I was questioning it when I was in the single digits of my age. And then they sent me to the indoctrination camps. And shortly after they sent me to the indoctrination camps, when I was still really young, I had an intuition. I had like a little data download, a little realization that everything was fake. I knew my parents were being lied to. I knew my parents had no clue what was going on. I knew that they were brainwashed. I knew my teachers had no clue what was going on. I knew my grandparents had no clue what was going on. I knew my friends' parents had no clue what was going on. I knew, I had an intuition and an instinct that everything around me was fake and something was really, really wrong with everything. And that intuition proved to be right. But that's just an example. The star seeds, the light workers, they can see things and do things and have abilities that a lot of their parents and teachers do not have. And that's why they feel isolated. But if you're one of those and you're watching this video, there's a lot of other people out there too now that probably had the same kind of realizations that you had when you were really young. So I hope that answers some questions for you. I would check out Dolores Cannon. Check out her work. She's done all kinds of work and research, past life regressions, putting people under hypnosis. She's got a whole bunch of books out. I think she passed away recently. I'm not sure if she's still alive or not. It was a while ago that I watched some of her podcasts and some of her speeches. But that's what's going on, in my opinion, with these volunteers, light workers, star seeds. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments.